This video is from Irwindale Public Library, where we will be showing you how to make two different types of fun items for sensory play, rainbow spaghetti and rainbow rice. And here is how our rainbow rice looks. And for the supplies, you will need uncooked white rice, food coloring, water, Ziploc bags, and a container. So first I'm going to measure 1/4 cup of white rice. Then I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag. Then I will put 2 teaspoons of water in the bag. And about 15 to 20 drops of food coloring. Then I make sure to seal the bag really well so the color doesn't leak out. And I'm just going to start mixing it up. And I'll repeat these same steps with different colors. And you can also try mixing colors. Here I'm going to be mixing red and blue to make a darker purple. And as I'm mixing the color, I can also adjust it just by adding more of a certain color. Right now I'm going to add some more red to this one, but I do like the way the color is so far. Then you need to let all of your different rice colors dry. So what I actually did is I cut open the bag, but you could also put them down in a paper towel. However you want to, you just need to have a table or a place where they won't be touched so that they can dry for at least a few hours until the rice is not wet at all. And now, once it's dry, you can start transferring it to your container. I will add my orange and then my light green. Here's my dark green, and I'm also going to add my purple. And I'm running out of space in my container, so I'm just going to kind of scoop my rice over using a knife. And here are all my colors squished in. And if you want to, you can mix up your rice, and of course you can play with it too. So here are all my colors mixed together. So this is just for playing, not for eating. This is uncooked rice. Our hands have been all over it, and there's a lot of food coloring in here. It's great to play with, but not so much to eat. Now let's see how to make our rainbow spaghetti. So for this one, you will need spaghetti, water, a strainer, a pot, food coloring, and baggies. Here's how my spaghetti turned out, and let's get started. Fill up a pot that can go on the stove with water. You may need an adult for this part. Put the pot on the stove and let's bring it to a boil. My water is boiling, so I'm going to add my spaghetti. I'm actually not using that much. It's probably like 1/4 of the box of spaghetti. And mine doesn't really fit all the way, so I'm just gonna squish it in there. And boil your spaghetti according to the box instructions. Mine says 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna set a timer and wait. So while you're waiting for your spaghetti to boil, let's start getting our bags ready. So I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of water to each bag and then my color of choice. And I'm gonna be using about 10 to 15 drops of food coloring. I'm only going to prep 4 bags with 4 different colors. You can do more, you can do less, it's really up to you. My timer went off, so I drained the spaghetti, and now I'm going to rinse it with cold water until it's cold to the touch. So this can take a minute or two, just until the noodles are very comfortable to touch. And let's start portioning off our spaghetti and adding the similar amount to each of the bags, and then close the bag when you're done. I repeat this process until all of my spaghetti is in a bag. And then let's start mixing up all of our colors. And here are my 4 different colors. They're all in their own bags. And now I'm going to set a second timer for 5 minutes, and I'm going to let the colors soak in. Now, one by one, I'm going to take out my spaghetti and rinse it so that any of the excess food coloring can wash out. I'm going to repeat this with each of my colors and then set aside the colors one by one. And here is how it looks. I think it looks so nice. And now, you don't have to, but I'm going to mix all my spaghetti together. And also, it's just really fun to mix it with your hands. It feels really nice. And here's my spaghetti. Just like the rice, just don't eat it. It's probably not a good idea. But you can play with it, and you can store this in the fridge for a couple of days. The rice, it will keep longer and you can save it for longer, but eventually you do want to throw away both of them. That's the end of our video. Thanks for watching, and we hope you'll join us next time.